Binary options strategies. This is the binary options strategies page, and figured I'd give a quick explanation on what's going on here so you can get to what you're looking for. Now, what are you looking for? What do you want to do? Do you want to actually trade a strategy, or do you want to trade a system? What's it? System. A system is a set of rules that you do over and over and you don't think about them. Like, you don't try to get new ideas in real time, and you just execute the rules, and you put yourself in a high probability position for good and more consistent results in trading or in making hamburgers. What's the most famous system example to date? It's still the McDonald's example. You don't try to make a special burger if you're working at McDonald's. You have to follow the system or else you're fired, right? That's why you have consistent hamburgers across the planet. Now, whether you think those hamburgers are good or bad, that's another thing. Now, but when you have a system, you can have this consistency. Granted, you have a good system. Of course, you have to have a system, and then when you develop a system, you either have a lot of experience and develop a good one right away, like we can, or you can try to get started in making your own system, and then you just can improve it over time. But while you're trading the system, you don't want to change things in real time in trading. Why? Because trading especially is very distracting. We're battling the marketplace in the thought and the emotion realm, you could say. And we're also battling ourselves and the different thoughts we have and wonders and so on. But ultimately, if we don't know what we're doing, we're not going to feel at peace when we are trading. And at peace is a good emotion to feel when you are trading. It's as if your sense of knowing what's right and wrong inside of you will be disturbed if you don't know what you're doing is good and solid. So what you need to do is you need to learn and practice. Learn and practice and study historically. Practice historically. Practice what we call historical paper trading, and so on. And if you want to learn more about these types of things, you can join our mastery programs. Okay, these are coaching style programs. On a monthly basis, we teach you a new strategy and so on. And we look to also teach you about the inner game and how to put it all together so you can become one of those virtuosic super strategy traders, which is arguably the highest form of trading performance on the planet. All right, so a strategy is what? It's a set of rules, yes, but it's a set of rules that has some flexibility. It's a set of rules to identify an optimized event on a price chart in time. Now, with a strategy, you don't necessarily trade every single opportunity that comes up. That's what you would do with a system. Okay? With a strategy, you would be more flexible. You would pick and choose the most optimized times. You would have a particular set of rules that are put together that can allow you to pop into the markets whenever you want. I mean, you could do so with a system in that sense too, but with a strategy, you can find these optimized events on the price chart according to the rules. And then when one of these scenarios pop up, then you can take the trade and you put yourself in a high probability position for winning. Now, with a strategy, also, we look to include optimizations, okay, other factors to mix in with the strategy rules. And so then we could look to increase our probability for winning to even higher levels. Now, you can take a strategy and you could come up, let's say, with some other optimization ideas over time if the strategy even needs any extra optimization. But let's just say you felt that you wanted to increase your own personal winning percentage with the strategy. You could start to develop some optimization things. And factors, and these factors and things could be the time of day you trade, the instrument you trade. Some instruments, underlying assets, like a Forex pair versus an index future, they will move differently than other instruments. Okay, why is that? Because they are their own thing. They have their own personality and character. And they have their own following of traders. So each instrument has their own way of moving about, and since they have a way of moving about or tendencies to move in certain ways, then you can exploit those tendencies for profit. Now, of course, instruments usually go in line with the overall marketplace, with the overall ebb and flow of the marketplace, but still, instruments can do different things against the marketplace. They can have their own sets of characteristics, which we look to exploit for profit. So therefore, if we have repeatable tendencies in the price action of an instrument, then we have a greater chance for profit. And binary options, we only need to get in the money to get the full profit. Right now, we also have strategies on this page, not only for binary options, but for spreads, these NADEX spreads, okay? And NADEX spreads offer all sorts of different opportunity. And the great thing about a NADEX spread is that if you do have some price advancement on your underlying asset, at least you can still make some money, right? Versus if an instrument only moved a little bit and did not clear the in the money point with a binary, well, you're going to lose whatever you put in there. With the spread, if you only moved a little bit, you still get back what you put in, minus any premium, but you still get back what you put in there plus the little bit of advancement you made, so you still make money versus not making any money and losing the money if you don't make it in the money with the binary option. All right, so we're making this new page here. That's why I'm making this video. So if you have any questions, let us know. We're just creating many new products these days, and because we're making so many different discoveries, and these products can put you in a very high probability position for success. Consider it to be an educational process to learn and assimilate these strategies here. Because why? Because if you can assimilate the strategies, whereas you can identify the opportunity and react correctly in real time, then you have increased ability. The more strategies you can learn, the more you can be there for the various optimal scenarios on the price chart as they develop in real time, and you can avoid trouble, okay? Because what happens if we're not seeing an opportunity because our strategy is limited or we only have mastered one or two strategies? Well, what happens is that we could get mischievous. We could try to force things in the market and make it happen. Well, if we do that, what happens? Usually trouble. We usually get sucked into a mediocre scenario. We don't want to do that. Then again, in this age of attention, what's a good word I should use? Attention issues. In these days of being attention challenged due to so many distractions, well, it may be hard for a lot of individuals to actually pay attention and spot their strategy and be there for it. So if you have a lot of strategies mastered, well, hey, there's opportunity around the bend. Just coming right around. Here's another opportunity. Here's another opportunity. There's many ways to play price action in order to just pop our binary in the money or ride some momentum and grab that cash. Speaking of riding momentum, we also have these home run strategies for binaries and spreads that you can put yourself in position to just crush it. For example, here's a recent one, 3TP. Okay, it's a personal favorite, and so that strategy can put you in a position to just crush it on spreads. Okay, anyways, put a concentrated position on and just get a really huge return. But you can do this with an out of the money binary. You just have to you just need to coordinate which expiration, what type of expiration, a daily binary or a 2-hour or even a weekly binary with the price action of the scenario of the strategy. There are a lot of strategies that we have yet to publish and make one of these cool looking logo pictures about. In addition to, we have a lot of pages that need to be updated and supplied with more information. So that said, if we still don't have that up there, just ask us what you're looking for, and then we can quickly point out what's going to be best to what you're looking for. That's probably the fastest way to go. All right, so we're focused on what? Developing strategies and systems and trading here, okay? So we're not so much into the whole website thing, and we have to do the website stuff ourselves since we know what's in these products. So my point is, don't let any sort of lack of information on the website get in your way of finding something that could potentially set you financially free. Okay, help you get in your groove for cash flow, for crushing it with home runs or compounding cash flow and so on with a good binary options strategy or system. All right, that's it. Make sure you sign up for our newsletter. We have the contact form below to ask us questions. Thank you.